How's it going, guys? It's me, Domo, of the Domo channel, here today with our first impression of a new anime called Akagami no Shirayuki something. Or in English, like we all know it, Snow White with the red hair. So now this is a really small anime series that I didn't expect, and it's not up there to my liking or to my list of animes this season, like Gakko, Gurashi, or Charlotte. But this anime I wanted to really talk about because it's an interesting anime. Well, I would say it's interesting anime because, as we all know, it's based off I'm assuming it's based off of the tale of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, etc., etc. That fairy tale story Disney thing that we all know about in that we know about. So when I heard that this was an actual anime, I was just like, so we have an animated version of Snow White, and I didn't watch. I've watched Snow White before, but I don't remember it much because that was like a long time ago when I was a teeny weeny domo. So yeah, I thought that this could be possibly interesting. I thought this was like a movie or um like a one long 48-minute episode thing, right? Of the story, because it can't be like a series. So this is a sneak peek for a manga with Domo, but I am a fan of animated slash or rewritten manga anime stories of these, fairy tales and stories that we heard of. I have this manga, Romeo and Juliet, because I don't know much about Romeo and Juliet the story, so I got it. But I eventually came to learn about Romeo and Juliet the story and love this book. So that's a sneak peek for a manga demo. So yeah, the tale of Snow White is, we all know it, and to think that there would be like an anime version of it with some tweaks with it, with red hair, and I was just like, okay, I can see that. So watching the first episode, I thought that we would be getting to know Snow White, or in the anime, I believe her name is Shirayuki or Akagami, I forgot which one it was. So we learned about Snow White, right? I don't remember exactly what happened in the story of Snow White through the movies, right? But this anime really, it threw me off a little. Why? Because I expected Snow White. I expected what happened in Snow White? The apple, the seven dwarves, the prince, and I was imagining all that, right? But it's different. This anime was really different. So we have our main protagonist, Snow White, who is like a doctor in this town, and apparently the king of that town slash country, I think that's how they put it, wanted to get together with Snow White because she apparently is like the most beautiful in the town because of the red hair and the mirror and whatever. So she tries to get Snow White to. I'm gonna keep calling her Snow White because I forgot what her name was. She keeps inviting Snow White to go and go with the king, right? So instead of doing that, Snow White runs away. She cuts her long hair, and she runs away. So at that point, I was just like, what the hell? This is nothing like the story that I remember as a kid. So, yeah, it's not. This is the whole anime original-esque thing, I think. I have no knowledge of this anime whatsoever, but I've heard that there's a manga, so I might have to look into that. So, she runs away, and upon running away, she runs into these knights. And, of course, we first introduced to the main love interest of the anime. I forgot what his name is again. It's like you'll see the thumbnail what I'm talking about. So we meet these knights, right? And these knights take Snow White in to live with her because she's just running away, right? And eventually we see that these two get friendly together until the knight takes a bite of the poisoned apple, and then yeah, it's a whole bunch of twists. It's really off from what I remember of Snow White, but So he takes a bite of the poison apple and forces Snow White to go back to the king for the cure for the night. And she does that. and eventually it just becomes like this action romance-esque kind of thing where the knight comes in to save Snow White from this dumbass prince of another country who forces Snow White into being into this relationship, whatever thing. So, and then they live happily ever after, supposedly. From what I saw in the first episode, the knight saves Snow White, and then this knight is like apparently the prince of another kingdom. So this just like sort of jumbles the whole story and expands it a lot because after that the episode ended, right? And now Snow White supposedly works for the knight, the prince of the other kingdom, and that's all continued in episode 2, which I didn't watch yet. So I was expecting this to be just like one like 60-minute hour 1 hour movie of the Snow White series. But no, this is an actual anime series and there's gonna be episodes going on. So yeah, that really threw me off, but it really shows like a lot of more story and setting for this kind of fairy tale rerun story of Snow White. Which is pretty interesting. I really like the story. This one was pretty good. The action was good. The characters are really likable, like Snow White and the knights. So this isn't really on the list of my other animes to watch, but I mean it was just a really fun watch, and I'll probably continue watching it, and until it ends. And if it is manga, I might read it. So yeah, it's just a really interesting story. If you like those fairy tale reanimated versions of stuff, so I suggest that you watch it or read the anime manga thing if there is one. So thank you guys for watching this anime impression of Akagami no Shirayuki, I think, or something like that. This is another anime from the new summer 2015 season, and there's a lot more animes to watch and do reaction videos on. So until then, guys, I'll see you guys later, and matane.